This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Welcome to this week's episode of Loving Animals with your host, Robin Ganzert. Thanks so much for tuning in. So glad to have you all join us for this incredible celebration of love and animals. Well, today we're going to have a very special guest, in fact, two guests. Franco Corso is a pop opera and international recording artist from Italy, and he's often referred to as the voice of romance. He's in so much demand throughout the U.S. to share his passion on large stages with symphony orchestras, festivals, and corporate events. And one of his many career highlights was a sold-out concert at the Berkeley Performance Center in Boston. Unbelievable amount of incredible concert history, but I tell you, this man has really, truly the voice of romance. And he's going to talk about one of his favorite songs that he's dedicating to American Humane. And joining with Franco is Lexye Aversa, a powerhouse woman from Palm Beach, Florida, who's represented Franco for a number of years and who also celebrates a great love of animals. So just in a few minutes, we're going to hear from Franco and Lexye. Well, friends, we're thrilled that this week is another wonderful week at American Humane, making some significant differences in the life of kids facing cancer. A major study from American Humane was just released that indicates that therapy dogs provide for significant benefits to families of children undergoing treatment for cancer. The American Humane Canines and Childhood Cancer Study, supported by our friends at Zoetis, is the first ever scientific evidence gauging the effectiveness of promising underutilized weapon in the war on cancer. That weapon, friends, has 4 legs, fur, and a wagging tail. So stay tuned for more about our Canines and Childhood Cancer Study at the end of our show today. Friends, we'll be right back after this brief message, and you'll get to meet my good friends Franco Corso and Lexye Aversa. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
When Helen Brown ran away to New York City 5 years ago, she had no idea that a homeless cat with a punk rock haircut and enough catitude to light up the Empire State Building would be the one to teach her the true meaning of love and a forever home. In the tradition of her internationally best-selling memoir, Cleo, Helen Brown's Bono, the amazing story of a rescue cat who inspired a community, is a heartwarming true story about a woman without an anchor, a homeless cat without much hope, and finding a forever home in the city that never sleeps. Modern Cat magazine calls Bono an uplifting tale about how everyone deserves love and a second chance. Bono by Helen Brown is on sale now everywhere.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, friends, to this week's episode of Loving Animals on Pet Life Radio. Joining me this week are Franco Corso and Lexye Aversa. Many of you know that Franco Corso is known as the voice of romance. He is an incredible, passionate performer with a voice just sent from the heavens. In fact, in 2013, Franco had a new chapter in his musical story with the release of 5 new original songs, including the incredible hit Angel, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. Franco, Lexye, thanks for joining us. How are you today?
Hi, everybody.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Robin.
Thrilled to have you both. You know, Lexye, you've worked with Franco for a number of years, and we met a few years ago when Franco was performing. Tell us a little bit about what made you so interested in representing Franco.
Oh, Robin, you know, our saga together, you and me, weaves through Palm Beach, philanthropy and society, and the joys that emanate here. And when I had a couple of radio shows in Palm Beach, I'm so enamored being on your show because I know the platform. So Franco came on to promote one of his concerts, and I was delighted to interview him. And you know, then I went to the concert and heard this magnificent voice and witnessed his showmanship. And even though I do events all over the planet for many years and special venues, castles, palaces all over Europe, South America, everywhere, I have not encountered a talent like this. And so I said, I would like to represent you. Would you give me that honor so that we can forge ahead, so we can share your gift with the world? And, it's just grown from there exponentially.
That's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Franco, talk to us a little bit about, with your incredible voice, a little bit about your passion for music and where it comes from.
Well, growing up in Italy, I was surrounded by music all my life because, as you know, Italy is, music all over the country. So I studied hotel business first, and then I came to America about 23 years ago, worked in the hotels, and I started doing music on the side. And after that, I got myself into music, vocal coach, and get really professional on my passion. And then the rest somehow is history, because I was, lucky enough to bring the pop opera music into the United States with incredible singers like Andrea Bocelli and Caruso, and also the American Songbook. And, the passion of music has been a part of my life since I was in Italy, but I really perfected when I came to the U.S. with incredible people around me that they believed in my talent, and they gave me the opportunity to improve myself and hit some important stages, like yours, like the American Humane, one of the greatest achievements for now, to be able to perform for an incredible organization like yours.
Well, Franco, we're honored to have you perform for us. You did an incredible kickoff to our Hero Dog Awards this past spring in New York City. But I know you were also featured in an amazing platform at the Columbus Day Parade in New York this fall, too. Tell us a little bit of what it was like to perform this past year in the Big Apple.
Yeah, it was a great experience to bring the Italian culture to the Columbus Foundation, which is an incredible organization that brings the Italian culture back to the way it's supposed to be in the United States. Because not to forget, the America is a country of immigrants. So the Italians have been playing an incredible part after the Second World War to come to the United States and work very hard and make their dreams come true. So singing for the Columbus Red Carpet event, emceed by Maria Bartiromo and Joe Piscopo, was an incredible experience to be part of this excitement.
Absolutely wonderful. Talk to us, if you could, a little bit, Franco, about this incredibly new original song called Angel. It's one of the prettiest songs I think I've ever heard. And share with our listeners where they can hear and see you perform Angel.
It's a song that I was able to co-write it with two other writers 3 years ago. And it's a song about love. It's about hope. And, never lose your faith for what you believe. And somehow this song, in my own personal, in my heart, especially because of my love for animals and for thinking that the animal itself is an incredible source of help and motivation for the humankind, I somehow made this song official for the American Humane, because it's a song that brings it to a different level. Brings you to a level of love, of understanding each other, and make a better world. And you, Robin, with your incredible organization, are doing such a beautiful job to bring the love, the peace, and the excitement about society. So you can actually check and listen to the song on my YouTube, which is Franco Corso. You just search Franco Corso and then you click. You just type Angel, and you will be able to see an incredible music video, which I filmed 2 years ago in Italy, in a small village called Dolce Acqua, which is 10 miles away from my hometown, which is Ventimiglia, right on the border with south of France. And the setting, the landscaping, it's just mesmerizing. It's a medieval village surrounded by brick stones and castles. So I would like to invite you to feel the song projected to this incredible setting of Italy. And the song is half Italian and half English, but the English lyrics are really, they take it to a different level. So if you have a little time, please check this song, because I fell in love from the first note I start to sing, and I hope you will do the same.
It's a gorgeous song, and it really does touch all of us who have animals in our lives. We know our animals are our angels, Franco. So the song is beautiful,
right.
so beautifully sung,
right.
and you're such a powerful performer that I want to encourage everyone to go to your YouTube page right away. But listeners, this is even better. Franco is going to be our featured singer. We're so lucky to have this international superstar be our featured singer at our Pups for Patriots Gala in sunny Palm Beach, Florida. And Lexye, I got to get back to you, because I know you've just loved animals your whole life, and I know you've got a very special pup in your life.
Well, Robin, the animals complete our lives, and I've been listening to the exchange of you and Franco, and so many images and emotions come to fruition. You know, you have had the ability to bring together so many different entities thanks to the animals that we all love. I mean, working with our veterans, working with those that are disabled, and people who just adore animals because they know that they give us everything they have. Unconditional love. I have a cutie pie Romeo. He's 25% Pembroke Welsh Corgi and 75% mini Australian sheepdog. He's like a little border force, and guess what? I'm the sheep. So keeps me on my toes. But
I love it.
You know, so much time and love is devoted to him, but he gives me back so much more. And that's why I always think of you. You know, with all of my travels and doing events and tours all over the world for many years, I remember sometimes when I stopped into hospitals in Europe, and the family would bring the pet because they allowed it. And that's what gave solace to the patient. The animal, we know, you know what, and even one time when I was in the hospital, this is kind of silly, but someone brought me a stuffed animal, and I kind of mentally reached out to what it would have been to have my dog there, and it gave me tranquility and lifted up not just my spirit, but I know it benefited me physically. And you take that to the exponential level with American Humane. And you have so many people and organizations that follow you, and we're all proud to be involved. And the fact that we have Franco Corso involved and his magnificent song Angel, which takes us all to another place. You know, it's what we're all about as humans, just bringing together all the special harmony that we're meant to experience together.
Lexye, if people want to find out more about Franco and find out more about where he's going to be performing, how can they reach you?
Well, I represent Franco, and as you know, we are launching his 6th concert tour to Italy. You were with us last year, and we had such a magnificent time together. We're going to repeat it and welcome all the members of American Humane to join us in Sorrento. And we even stay at that hotel where Return to Sorrento was composed, and Franco will sing it again there. So they can reach me, Lexye Aversa, at 561-512-7333. That's my cell, so I'll answer it at 3 a.m. Or they can email Lex, L-E-X, at lextravelworld.com. Lex at lextravelworld.com.
Lexye, that's wonderful. You and Franco are a dynamic duo, and we're so proud that the song Angel is devoted to American Humane. Our love for animals just shines through, and we can't wait to hear Franco perform that beautiful special song at our graduation ceremony for service dogs, Healing Both Ends of the Leash. Thank you both for joining me on this week's episode of Loving Animals. Any final words?
Well, I guess we have to thank you for being in our lives.
Yeah. It's beautiful to be part of the family. Thank you, Robin.
Oh, thank you both so very, very much. And friends, you've been listening and hearing the beautiful voice of Franco Corso, Lexye Aversa, here to help us champion service dogs with the gorgeous song Angel. We'll be right back on this week's episode of Loving Animals after this brief message.
We'll be right back right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Hey, cat people, litter box smells always on your mind? Think about your cat, not the box, with World's Best Cat Litter, the litter that delivers big odor control in a tiny package. World's Best Cat Litter harnesses the concentrated power of corn to trap odors deep inside the litter. Ready to knock out smells and use less litter? Find World's Best Cat Litter at Target, Walmart, and in your local grocery and pet stores.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? Come to Dynovite for help.
Order a 90-day supply of Dynovite.
Dynovite for life.
Pick up 2 tubes of Doggo Suds.
Get the 3rd tube free.
Peppermint, tea tree, lavender, Doggo Sud shampoo.
Made with all-natural coconut, jojoba, aloe. Great for healthy skin and soft, shiny coats.
But no itchy, harsh chemicals.
Lather up, rinse away.
Try Doggo Suds. Buy 2, get 1 free.
At Dynovite.com.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets
Let's talk pets
on Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Well, welcome back to Loving Animals. You just heard from Franco Corso, the voice of romance, and his incredible song, Angel, you can find on YouTube. And it's, again, devoted to all the angels we have in our lives. And I'm here with my angel, Daisy, who's just bebopping around our Washington, D.C. office, making everyone smile today. She's truly my angel. Friends, as we opened up our Loving Animals today, many of you have heard about our American Humane Canine and Childhood Cancer Study, supported by Zoetis, which does provide for the first time ever scientific evidence gauging effectiveness of the promising underutilized weapon in the war on cancer. That weapon is man's best friend, a dog. I just love this study, and I love that the clinical trial is now done, and we can now proudly proclaim the results. The data from this 5-year clinical trial has been published in the Journal of Pediatric Oncology Nursing, and it furnishes evidence that regular visits from a therapy dog can provide for significant psychosocial benefits to families of kiddos undergoing treatment for cancer. The data indicates a positive effect on parents, including improved communication within families as well as between parents and the medical staff, which we know leads to better medical care and reductions in levels of stress. This study really advances our understanding of the benefits of the vital bond shared between people and animals. And I want to salute our principal investigator, my good friend, American Humane's National Director of Humane Research, Dr. Amy McCullough, for leading this effort for the past 5 to 6 years. You know, for decades, we've been telling the tantalizing stories about the power of animals to bring comfort and help in the face of illness. And this study, again, the first clinical trial of its kind, really does go to show the proof that therapy dogs do make a difference. I want to thank our friends at Zoetis for helping to fund this study now, and for our friends at HABRI, the Human Animal Bond Research Institute, for helping to create this study too. It takes a village, friends, to the human animal bond space. And again, I'd like to salute all of the partners that were involved, the children's hospitals that were involved, and indeed the 106 pediatric patients who participated in the study too, and their families. Cheers to Swoosh and the many therapy dogs as well, who came in wagging their tails and giving lots of hugs and kisses throughout this clinical trial. If you want to learn more about American Humane's Canines and Childhood Cancer Study, please visit our website, AmericanHumane.org. Well, friends, you've been enjoying this week's episode of Loving Animals with your host, Dr. Robin Ganzert. Please tune in next week for an incredibly exciting show with some really incredibly passionate animal lovers. Look forward to seeing you then. Take care this week and every week. I'm loving animals, and I know you are too. Take care.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.